Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, India marks 2 years since the historic Pran Pratishtha at Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. On this day in 2024, Ram Lala was consecrated, turning faith into living history. Today, as the Dharm Dhwaj flies atop the fully completed Ram Mandir, BJP has reiterated its Ram Rajya vision, where service is supreme and governance is guided by dharma and duty. But even today, Rahul Gandhi seems determined to remain just a spectator. A visit to Ayodhya apparently doesn't quite fit into his calendar, even if the opportunity presents itself. Tomorrow, 31-member Parliamentary Standing Committee on Defence is scheduled to visit the Ram Temple. And leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, is also a member of this August committee. However, he is yet to confirm his participation. Congress sources claim that Congress member of Parliament has prior engagements and therefore will not be going. But is being preoccupied the real reason? Because his own party MP had confirmed 8 days ago that Rahul Gandhi is set to visit the Ram Temple soon.
राहुल जी ने स्पष्ट किया था कि जब तक पूरा मंदिर नहीं बन जाता, और साथ ही साथ चारों शंकराचार्यों ने भी ये स्पष्ट किया था कि जब शिखर ध्वज की पूजा हो जाएगी तब जाएंगे। तो जल्द ही जो है राहुल जी भी राम मंदिर जाएंगे।
Who is the BJP to decide whether who will go to a temple when? Who are they to decide? They cannot apologize to the Shankaracharya. The Shankaracharya is sitting on a dharna. They need to be answerable first. ना धर्म संभाल पा रहे, ना सरकार संभाल पा रहे, ना ये ना काम के हैं ना राम के हैं।
ना राम के हैं ना काम के हैं. Now, let's be extraordinarily charitable. Let's assume Rahul Gandhi has been very busy. Busy for one day. Fair enough. Busy for a week. Possible. But busy for 730 straight days? Not a single hour to spare? In fact, just yesterday, Congress MP was in his constituency of Raebareli, some 100-odd kilometers away from Ayodhya. Could he not really have made a symbolic stop? That is, if he really wanted to. Nobody can force him, of course. The BJP says it's not about time, but the political compulsions that dog Mr. Rahul Gandhi and his party, the Congress party.
2 साल हो चुके हैं और अभी तक गांधी वाटा परिवार के किसी भी व्यक्ति ने अयोध्या में प्रभु श्री राम के मंदिर के दर्शन नहीं किए। इससे यही स्पष्ट होता है कि जो रेवंत रेड्डी ने कहा था, कांग्रेस एक मुस्लिम पार्टी है और कांग्रेस पार्टी के लिए हिंदुओं से नफरत करना उनके पार्टी की पॉलिसी है।
वह सेकुलर डेमोक्रेटिक वोट पॉलिटिक्स नहीं करते, वह कहीं ना कहीं सांप्रदायिकता की वोट पॉलिटिक्स करते हैं और वो वोट बैंक तो उनसे लगभग खिसक चुका है और कहीं नजदीक आता हुआ दिख भी नहीं रहा।
Rahul Gandhi's discomfort with Ram seems so pronounced that he even forgot the name of the Modi government's Ji Ram Ji scheme, introduced as a replacement for Manrega. Should we again give Gandhi Sayan benefit of doubt or consider this clear proof of an ideological allergy?
और अब ये इसका नए लॉ का नाम क्या है? मैं नाम ही नहीं जानता। इसका क्या है? जी ग्राम जी क्या है? ग्राम जी पता नहीं क्या।
Speaking of political compulsions, it is also in the Congress party's playbook to insult Prime Minister at every given opportunity, because why else would Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge accuse Prime Minister Narendra Modi of manufacturing his chai wala image at an event to protest against a policy move?
4 दिन तुम भी मजदूरी करो, आपको मनरेगा का काम करो, मालूम होता है। लोगों को वोट लेने के लिए मैं चाय वाला हूँ, चाय। अरे कभी चाय बनाया? ये सब इनका नाटक है, गरीबों को दबाने का इनका आदत है।
Now, the less said about Kharge's comment, the better. The Congress has paid a heavy political price for such remarks before, and yet it refuses to learn. But But who is actually pretending? Look closely at the images on your screens. Rahul Gandhi, a generational dynast, playing dress up as a farmer, picking up a plow, tying a turban, striking the perfect photo or pose. That's not drama, that's reality. But do notice the fine print. How assiduously is Gandhi sign trying to avoid even touching the soil? Highlighting the pretense, BJP now slams the baseless offensive from the Congress.
Khargeji is parroting the abusive, toxic language of Rahul Gandhi, and his vile remarks are a direct attack on the dignity and self-respect of our brothers and sisters belonging to the OBC and disadvantaged communities.
Now, coming back to political compulsions, Rahul Gandhi will be in Delhi tomorrow, meeting party representative from poll-bound Kerala. Perhaps the priority that is keeping him away from Ayodhya and Lord Ram. Ironically, fresh political fault lines in Kerala are also exposing the reason behind Congress's leadership's aversion to all things Sanatan. Its political opponent, the CPIM, has cornered leader of opposition in the state, VD Satisan, over Jamaat-e-Islami Hind. This after a Jamaat leader publicly argued that no true believer can reject an Islamic republic. Left is now asking, how is the Congress still backing candidates linked to the Jamaat-backed welfare party? And BJP wants to know, while allying with the backers of Ghazwa-e-Hind, can Congress still claim to be a Samvidhan savior? And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings me to the Motorola legitimate question on the News Hour tonight. Allergic to Ram Mandir, allies with Jamaat. Is Congress a Muslim party now? That's the question, and that's the debate on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate on the News Hour tonight, Shehzad Poonawalla, national spokesperson of the BJP, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author, political commentator, S. Balan, lawyer and left supporter. Also joining me in our studios, Vivek Silas, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, Professor Atikur Rahman, political analyst. But my first question goes to Congress leader Kamru Zaman Chaudhary. And Kamru Zaman Chaudhary, I'm just asking you the very simple question. Allergy to Ram, always a problem with the Prime Minister. Chaiwala has become somewhat of a pet peeve of the Congress party. But friends with Jamaat, not a word against Udaynidhi Stalin for his position on Sanatan Dharma. What is the Congress really standing for today? Do you want an Islamic republic? Is that why you have such alliances in Kerala that are coming up?
Navika ji, good evening. First and foremost, any call for a theocratic state in India is anti-constitutional and must be condemned. Whoever has made such statements must be arrested. So has to be the Kerala Muslim League leader who made such a statement. Jamaat-e-Islami Hind leader who has made a statement. So should that Dhongi Baba Bageshwar Dham, who is taking out a yatra for a theocratic Hindu state, must be arrested. So must be Mohan Bhagwat, who is communalizing the entire atmosphere of a Hindu nation. He even goes on to say that there is no constitutional amendment needed for a Hindu Rashtra. This is the stupidity that we are facing out here. But nobody believes in the fact what Rabindranath Tagore said. I do not believe in the religion of the temple or the mosque or the church. I believe in the religion of man. When the Prime Minister of the country says, I can identify people on their clothes, what they wear, how shameful it can be for the Indian Constitution. We are upholders of the Constitution. The Congress party believes in plurality of the Indian Constitution, on equality and dignity of each and every religion and caste in the country. Unlike the BJP's dhongis, like Hemanta Biswa Sharma.
So how come the Congress lost its voice since 2023 right up to 2026 and did not condemn Udaynidhi Stalin when he said Sanatan Dharma was dengue, malaria, HIV and needed to be eradicated? Where did the Congress's voice go then? How come you can call yourself secular when you can't raise your voice against people who make statements against a religion, against a dharma, followed by 80% of the population? Just because you have an alliance going with the Jamaat-e-Islami, which wants an Islamic republic, and you have an allergy to Ram, Rahul Gandhi cannot even go with the Defense Parliamentary Committee 2 years later to Ram Mandir. What does that show? Allergy?
No. Navika ji, one thing you tell me. Has Rahul Gandhi visited the biggest temple of Calcutta, the Kalighat temple? Has Narendra Modi visited the Kalighat temple so far in his 11 years of his being the Prime Minister? The Kalighat temple of Calcutta happens to the biggest temple of the Bengalis. Not necessarily the Ram Mandir that is still incomplete is a Mandir of the Bengalis out here. So it doesn't make any sense to argue that Rahul Gandhi did not visit that temple and this temple. There are 3 crore devatas in our country. Is it possible for everybody? Because Narendra Modi has built up
so there are 3 crore devatas. Okay, another slander of Sanatan is right here, and the DNA is very much out there on national television and Shehzad Poonawalla. Well, it's all there. QED.
देखिए, जुबान पर संविधान पर मन में शरिये की दुकान. इन्होंने अभी बोला कि whoever advocates for the Islamic Republic, that Jamaat-e-Islami leader, he should be arrested. But what about this person? He is a minister in the Jharkhand government.
शरीयत मेरे लिए बड़ा, ठीक है. हम कुरान सीने में रखते हैं और हाथ में रखते हैं संविधान. मुसलमान कुरान सीने में और हाथ में संविधान लेके चलता है, ठीक है. तो हम पहले शरीयत को पकड़ेंगे, इसके बाद संविधान.
पहले शरीयत को पकड़ेंगे फिर संविधान को, क्योंकि ये मेरा इस्लाम है. अंसारी, हु इज अ मिनिस्टर ऑफ द कांग्रेस पार्टी इन झारखंड, व्हाट एक्शन हैव यू टेकन ऑन हिम? अच्छा देखिए, अभी पवन खेड़ा ने बोला ये राम के नहीं, ये काम के नहीं. अरे आप तो रोम वाले हैं, आप राम राम करने लगे, यही मोदी है तो मुमकिन है भाई. लुक एट दिस. अभी फूल सिंह बरैया का स्टेटमेंट हिंदू धर्म पे आया, क्या कमेंट आया राहुल गांधी का? हिंदू टेरर, सैफरन टेरर, हिंदुत्व इज आइसिस, बोको हराम, राम जी काल्पनिक है, राम मंदिर बेकार है, सनातन समाप्त कर दीजिए. दीपम के उसमें आपने इंपीचमेंट मोशन लाया जज के खिलाफ, फिर कोई यहाँ पर रामचरितमानस को फाड़ देता है, कोई बोलता है मठाधीश माफिया है, कोई बोलता है यादव तो हिंदू नहीं होते, कोई बोलता है कि दीपोत्सव में दिया क्यों लगाते हैं, वो प्रजापति समाज के दिए मत लीजिए, क्रिश्चियन समाज से जाकर चर्च की झालर ले लीजिए. फिर कोई बोलता है कि राम भक्तों पर गोलियां चलाए, बहुत अच्छा किया, प्रभु श्री राम मुस्लिम है. ये टीएमसी के नेता बोलते हैं मोदी शिवलिंग को मॉक करते हैं, सायोनी घोष जागोमा बोलने पर पीटा जाता है, अपोज जी जय श्री राम करते हैं और बाबरी जिंदाबाद बोलने की आजादी मिलती है. और ये कांग्रेस का जो रिश्ता है जमात के साथ, ये बहुत पुराना है. आईयूएमएल के साथ तो गठबंधन है ना मुस्लिम लीग के साथ. व्हाट डिड राहुल गांधी से? आईयूएमएल इज सेक्युलर. देन आफ्टर दैट दे हैव टेकन द सपोर्ट ऑफ जमात इन वेरियस इलेक्शंस इंक्लूडिंग वायनाड इलेक्शंस एंड इन द बाइपोल इन नीलमबुरी. देन आफ्टर दैट दे हैव taken support of SDPI. They have withdrawn the cases of PFI. They have taken anti-CA, pro-Gaza stand because they wanted to take the support of Jamaat. They have said Muslim reservation, is this Samvidhanik? Then they have said that Mahakumbh was a completely badly done thing by the Kerala Congress. It was completely spreading the propaganda. Then you would have seen that the Kerala High Court and the Christian community spoke about love jihad. They opposed the love jihad case. They said that Kerala story should not be made. Then they said that we should also oppose the Waqf reform, even though the Munabbam case was about the Christians. And they have taken support of all these elements. So on the one hand, you have them coming forward for the Jamaat. Then Congress says we are a Muslim party. That has been said by Revant Reddy. And they're constantly abusing Hindus. Now I know what Mr. Vivek Silas is going to say. Vivek Silas is going to say कि शंकराचार्य का सम्मान नहीं करते. सुन लीजिए, मैं प्रियम्प्ट कर रहा हूँ. नाविका में 10 सेकंड लेकर प्रियम्प्ट कर रहा हूँ. विवेक जी बोलेंगे कि 10 देखिए विवेक,
आप सबकी स्क्रिप्ट लिखते हैं क्या?
स्क्रिप्ट
नहीं, आप सबकी स्क्रिप्ट लिखते हैं.
मैं इनकी स्क्रिप्ट तो लिख ही नहीं सकता. इनकी स्क्रिप्ट जो है अभी प्रभु श्री राम ही लिखने वाले हैं. देख लीजिए, मैं केवल इतना बोलूंगा कि शंकराचार्य जी को 2015 में किसकी सरकार ने लाठी से पीटा था? वही शंकराचार्य की बात करेंगे. नहीं मैं करूंगा, वही करेंगे ना.
विवेक साइलस. लेकिन राम मंदिर जाते नहीं, शंकराचार्य के बड़े आजकल आप सपोर्टर बने हुए हैं. हिंदू धर्म से तो आपका कोई लेना देना नहीं है, लेकिन आजकल शंकराचार्य की बड़ी चिंता सता रही है. विवेक साइलस जी, माजरा क्या है?
देखिए नाविका जी, 2015 का शहजाद ने चर्चा की अभी, ठीक है, जो हुआ वाराणसी में हमने सबने देखा. उसके बाद क्या हुआ? उसके बाद अखिलेश जी एज चीफ मिनिस्टर हरिद्वार जाके उन्होंने क्षमा याचना की, उनको क्षमा मिली.
फोटो है?
हाँ, फोटो नहीं, वीडियो भी है, भेज दूंगा. अभी एक वीडियो भेजा है नाविका जी को, तुमको भेज दूंगा, इनको भेज दूंगा. दूसरी बात,
देखिए शंकराचार्य जी क्या कह रहे हैं, वो कह रहे हैं गौ हत्या बंद करो। आप 9वें नंबर पे थे बीफ एक्सपोर्टर, 2014 में 2 नंबर पे आ गए, उत्तर प्रदेश नंबर 1 पे है। आप ही के विधायक कह रहे हैं कि 50,000 गाय रोज काटी जा रही हैं। उन्होंने क्या कहा, मां गंगा को साफ नहीं कर पाए। उन्होंने शंकराचार्य जी ने क्या कहा कि मां गंगा को राष्ट्रीय नदी का दर्जा मिलना चाहिए, क्या गलत कहा। उन्होंने सवाल उठाया 134 मंदिर आपने डेवलपमेंट के नाम पे, कॉरिडोर के नाम पे तोड़ दिए। अक्षय वट वृक्ष तक आपने काट डाला और उन शिवलिंगों को उठा के, शनि मंदिर को उठा के आपने नाली में फेंक दिया। आज भी लंका पे जाइए, लंका थाना में जाइए नाविका जी, आप बनारस में आपके लोग होंगे, भेजिए, वहां भी थाने के अंदर शिवलिंग पड़े हुए हैं। भारतीय जनता पार्टी को कोई इसका ना लेना है ना देना है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी सिर्फ धर्म और अयोध्या की बात करते हैं, आपसे अयोध्या की बात करते हैं।
नहीं, इससे पहले दैट यू गो टू अयोध्या, आई वांट टू आस्क यू अ क्वेश्चन।
ओके,
ये स्टेटमेंट किसका था? मठाधीश माफिया होते हैं। सडनली मठाधीश आपके लिए इतने इंपॉर्टेंट हैं बिकॉज 2027 इलेक्शंस आर अराउंड द कॉर्नर एंड यू हैव अ हैंडल टू बीट अप द बीजेपी, सो सडनली Shankaracharya is the gospel truth. Please explain to me this shift that you have made towards the right turn towards Mandir, Hinduism, Sanatan Dharma that you have made.
देखिए, जहां तक मठाधीश की बात है और शंकराचार्य की बात है, there is a lot of difference in status. Shankaracharya holds a very big status and मठाधीश उन्होंने किस पे इशारा किया था वो साफ साफ प्रमाणित हो गया, प्रत्यक्ष को प्रमाण की जरूरत नहीं होती।
जनरल स्टेटमेंट था।
How is
Mathadish a specific statement? How is Mathadish a specific statement? It is a generalized statement for all Mathadish, is it not?
It was specifically for Yogi Adityanath.
विवेक जी,
and you also know that.
ठीक है, विवेक जी,
जिन लोगों ने बाल पटुकों को बाल से खींच के मारा है, उनको माफिया नहीं कहेंगे।
All right, respond.
अभी मैं इन्हीं के स्टेटमेंट कोट करूंगा, एक एक करके, बट यू कैन नॉट इंटरप्ट मी। 2 दिन पहले मद्रास हाई कोर्ट हैज सेड दैट उदयनिधि स्टालिन सेड एक्सटर्मिनेट एंड कॉल फॉर जेनोसाइड ऑफ हिंदूज। 80% हिंदू से ही तो हिंदू धर्म बनता ना। हिंदूज के जेनोसाइड का कॉल उदयनिधि ने दिया। आपका अलायंस पार्टनर क्या स्टैंड है समाजवादी पार्टी का? नो स्टैंड। 1 सेकेंड। हिंदू को दीपम का जलाने का अधिकार मिला गया, उसको हाईकोर्ट ने कंफर्म किया, डिवीजन बेंच ने। आपने जज के खिलाफ इंपीचमेंट लाया, नो स्टैंड। एनीवे, अब मैं आप ही के ये इस विषय पे, क्योंकि उन्होंने कहा शंकराचार्य बहुत महत्वपूर्ण होते हैं और ये इनको मानते भी है। नाविका जी, ये उनको मानते भी है ना? मानते हैं। अब 2 स्टेटमेंट दिखा रहा हूं। राहुल गांधी इज नॉट अ हिंदू, शंकराचार्य अवि मुक्तेश्वर आनंद जी बहुत बढ़िया, राम मंदिर नहीं जाना चाहिए। सुन लीजिए, डोंट इंटरप्ट। दूसरा स्टेटमेंट, अभी मुक्तेश्वर आनंद जी कहते हैं कि मुसलमानों को पाकिस्तान मिल गया, उनका यहां पे क्या काम है? अब मैं इनसे पूछना चाहता हूं, ये तो शंकराचार्य के बहुत बड़े भक्त है ना। सुन लीजिए, लास्ट चारों पीठों के नाम बता दीजिए बिना देखे। 4 पीठ के नाम बता दीजिए।
मैं बता देता हूं चारों पीठ के नाम। एक गुजरात का द्वारका पीठ है, एक पुरी का पीठ है, एक जहां से महाराज अभी मुक्तेश्वरानंद आते हैं वो और एक साउथ में है।
कौन सा?
वो आपका
नाम तो
कर्नाटक में है, मैं नाम नहीं याद कर रहा हूँ। ये 4 है, 3 मैंने बता दिए और चारों नाविका जी, चारों शंकराचार्य चारों पीठों के नाम नहीं बता। इनका चिकमंगलूर में है, याद आ गया। चौथा चिकमंगलूर में है और कहाँ आपके घर में? श्रृंगेरी में है, श्रृंगेरी चिकमंगलूर। मैम, श्रृंगेरी इन चिकमंगलूर। He's a madman, he doesn't know that.
ठीक है भाई,
he doesn't know. You should fact check.
के नाम पता है?
श्रृंगेरी इन चिकमंगलूर। I got myself right, man.
All right. Okay, all right. 1 minute. Anand Ranganathan, competitive Hinduism, competitive Sanat. Till yesterday they were all silent. Not one word on the court verdict on the Sanatan Dharma, Udayanidhi Stalin. For 3 years they've been silent, not one condemnation. Suddenly today they have all become Shankaracharya's great bhakts. Mathadish, mafia hote hain, gone, that statement is gone, relegated into history. And above all, Ram Mandir nahi jayenge. लेकिन हिंदू सबसे बड़े सर्टिफिकेट खुद को देंगे. what is this fraud secularism that's been going on and on and on when actually their hearts actually lie with the Jamaat-e Hind, with the Jamaat-e Islami and the Muslim Brotherhood, the Islamic Republic thought?
Yeah, good evening, Navika, and good evening to my fellow panelists. You actually said it, encapsulated an hour-long debate into one sentence, where the heart lies. And you know why? Because they know something that we are iffy about, and that is demography is destiny. The demography has now reached a critical mass, and this is our destiny. We need to get used to it. Appeasement has turned from welfare to wokefare to warfare. Muslim legislators are now openly siding with arsonists, bloodthirsty mobs, and inciting cushioning crime, bigotry, and terrorism. The next Surawardi or Jinnah is not going to be from the people who elect. It is going to be from the people who are elected. The recent open threat by the Muslim AIMIM MLA against setting up an army camp in the vulnerable Siliguri Chicken Neck corridor heralds a brave new world. But Navika, that's just the latest in a long line. Remember Amanatullah Khan and his men assaulting the police and helping a dreaded Muslim escape in Jamia Nagar? Or how the legislator of Sambal threatened police when they came to inspect his home, they were tapping power illegally? Or MPs Rahullah Mehdi and Abu Azmi refusing to sing Vange Mataram? Or Baris Patan stating 15 crore Muslims can be heavy on 100 crores? Or SP MLA Mehbooba Ali stating that Muslim population is increased, now your rule will end? Or TMC MLA Farid Hakim stating by the grace of Allah, we will become the majority demographic in India? There are dozens of cases where Muslim legislators in this country threaten the non-Muslims for venturing into their areas. Remember TMC Sheikh Alam boasting 4 Pakistans can be created if 30% Muslims come together. Remember BSP candidate Qureshi offering 51 crores to the beheaders of Charlie Hebdo journalists. Or MP Mufti condoning the death of Wani the terrorist. Or VP Ansari presenting an award to PFI chief for when thousands collect for funerals of terrorists. Or an AIMML legislator demanding hanging of Nupur on the street. Remember Akbaruddin's remove the police for 15 minutes comment? Look, there is a parallel world that is inhabited by hundreds of millions of Indians, a world where they are not bound by laws, rules, morality, ethics, propriety, by which they want the rest of us to be bound by. Because their morality, ethics, conduct is not dictated by man but by God. Remember Haldwani exactly 2 years ago when bulldozers were used to remove encroachments on court order. Muslims went on a rampage and stone pelting and 5 people killed. Let us be under no illusion, just 30 seconds. The situation is intractable. The fact of the matter is, that it is not about them, Navika, it is about us. Who allows thousands to attend funerals of terrorists? Who withdraws cases against Muslim rioters? Who releases Coimbatore bombers despite SC refusing to give them bail? Camel has started to sneak into the tent. An open sky awaits. And Congress knows it, we don't.
Well, the point here, and Mr. Balan, I want to ask you, the point really here is, just because there are elections in Kerala and you want to bait the Congress party, you will go ahead and invoke Jamaat-e-Islami and talk about the Islamic Republic. Rest of the time, you will be silent and you will be hand in glove with the forces that call themselves secular, that put the constitution above everybody, but do not have the guts to condemn the statements against a faith that is followed by 80% of the population in this country, especially statements that have been made against Sanatan Dharma. So what kind of secularism do you represent? What kind of constitution do you want to support? And is it all about just vote banks, elections, political rhetoric? Is that where it ends?
Madam, 1 second, you put me question, I will answer. See, theocratic state of any kind is unacceptable. Some mythological figure uttered by different faith is also not acceptable. See, India is not a Hindu Rashtra. It is a constitutional state.
Neither an Islamic Republic.
26,
Neither is it an Islamic Republic. It is a secular state.
No.
How come secularism is only, evoked?
Please listen to me.
No. Secularism is only invoked when the word Hindu Rashtra comes, suddenly everybody sees red. When the word Islamic Republic comes, well, all of you lose your voice.
No. Please listen to me. Madam, please allow me to make my point very clear. Sanatana Dharma means by birth superior, by birth inferior, which is not acceptable. You speak of Hindu nation.
What rubbish are you saying?
Each village is.
What rubbish are you saying? What rubbish are you saying?
Hey, what nonsense?
No, this is nonsense. How dare you say Sanatan means this? Sanatan means eternal. And here all the other people who are so-called, they are not even opening their mouth. They are justifying it. You're justifying this statement. Rubbish statement. Who is this Balan? He can say this.
Mr. Balan, you don't even know. Mr. Balan, you don't even know what Sanatan does. Anand Ranganathan wants to come in. Anand Ranganathan.
No.
How dare he say this?
Question, Sanatan, I will answer.
Navika, please. In the interest of your viewers, Mr. Balan, please.
No, Mr. Balan, you don't even know the definition of Sanatan Dharma. What are you going to comment on it? Anand Ranganathan, please counter.
Navika, in the interest of your millions of viewers and us, Mr. Balan, please.
Go ahead, Anand.
Yes. Can I please request Mr. Balan to repeat his statement right now verbatim? Mr. Balan, please repeat what you said about Sanatan Dharma.
Mr. Balan.
You are not the anchor. Let the anchor ask me. Let the anchor ask me why you are asking. What type of language you use in the panel? You are in the national television.
What has he said?
I said please.
Well.
And I will tell you very clearly, Mr. Balan, हिम्मत है तो इस्लाम के बारे में बोलो. हिम्मत है तो क्रिश्चियनिटी पे बोलो. नहीं बोल पाएंगे, बोलना भी नहीं चाहिए. Who are you to sit in judgment of Sanatan? Who are you? नाम आपके नेता का सीताराम येचुरी, सीताराम, और आप बोलते हैं कि भाई Sanatan is upper caste and lower caste. Who has given you the right? Point number one. Point number two. 1 second now, Mr. Balan. Don't cross the line. Debate. Don't insult crores of Hindus. Nobody is going to get the liberty to do this. Your Udaynidhi Stalin has already made hate speech against Hindus. You have no right to. You have no guts to speak about that. Navika, I just want 20 seconds. Otherwise, he'll keep disturbing. This, Mr. Balan, when the court has said, Supreme Court and High Court has said, Udaynidhi has made the genocidal speech against Hindus, he has no words to say. In many religions, there is concept that the women do not have same rights as men. He will come and defend the rights of Sharia. He will not defend the rights of women. And he will come and commentate on the Hindus. And I want to ask 2-3 questions here. One thing, first, Hindu is a way of life. But Mr. Vivek and Mr. Balan, you all tell me what is your stand on Udaynidhi's open hate speech which courts have confirmed. कुछ है बोलने के लिए?
बिल्कुल है.
क्या बोलने के लिए? क्या बोलने के लिए?
उन्होंने जो कहा गलत कहा. ये नहीं 1000 बार कहा.
उन्होंने जो कहा गलत कहा. 3 साल से अखिलेश यादव hasn't made a statement on it.
मेरी बात तो सुनिए. जो उन्होंने कहा वो भी गलत था. जो मोदी जी ने 2024 में कहा, योगी जी ने जो हेट स्पीच दी, अमित शाह जी ने जो हेट स्पीच दी, और
3 years later, 2 judgments later, they wake up. Welcome, Kamru Zaman Chaudhary. I want to ask you, Kamru, 1 minute.
अगर तुम अच्छा ज्यादा कुर्ता पजामा पहन के पठानी
one at a time.
वही कहा है कि मैं कपड़े से पहचान लेता हूँ.
Please be fair to my viewers. My viewers cannot hear 2 people at the same time, one at a time.
One small question. You have just now said, forget Modi ji, हम तो है ही communal, ठीक है? You have said Udaynidhi ने गलत.
I'm happy you have said that you are communal.
Again.
अरे आपके लिए तो हर हिंदू कॉम्युनल है. सुन लीजिए.
ऐसा नहीं है.
ऐसा ही है. अभी बोला है.
वोट हम नहीं जीते.
I request you. Please, Navika has said what the dictation or has said what the debate should be. One at a time.
Can we please forget the Sanatan Dharma? Can we at least follow the debate Dharma and not speak over each other?
Just one line I'm asking. If Udaynidhi has made hate speech confirmed by High Court and Supreme Court, why are you in alliance with him?
क्या? नहीं. Alliance is a different thing, na? Alliance is definitely a different thing.
Alliance is a different thing.
Why are you in alliance with Sanjay Nishad?
Who
said that
alliance is a different thing. Alliance is a different thing. Point proven. 1 minute. Kamru Zaman Chaudhary. 1 minute. Kamru Zaman Chaudhary.
निशाद को छोड़ो ना, हटाओ.
Vivek Silence ji.
की जरूरत नहीं. Vivek said Ram ji is an illegitimate child.
1 minute.
And you are in alliance with him.
Vivek Silence.
I need to
पानी का ग्लास पड़ा है, थोड़ा पानी पी लीजिए. तब तक मैं कमरू जमान चौधरी. मिस्टर कमरू जमान चौधरी. I want to ask you, Mr. Rahul Gandhi has not gone to the Ram temple. One point. He has not found time in 730 days. That is one part of the story. The other part of the story is the manner in which today, at a rally, he has spoken about the Ram Ji bill. You heard that statement. If you want, I can play it out again for you. Can we just play out Rahul Gandhi's soundbite when he talks about Ram Ji? And I want you to pay attention to this, Kamruzaman Chaudhary. Rahul Gandhi, his statement today, and if this was done about the God of any other religion, how would people have reacted? Please, I just want to demonstrate this to you. Listen.
और अब ये इसका नए लॉ का नाम क्या है? मैं नाम ही नहीं जानता इसका क्या है? ग्राम जी क्या है? ग्राम जी पता नहीं क्या.
Kamruzaman Chaudhary, who gives anybody the right to, hurt the sentiments of people who follow a certain faith. Ram ko gram bulao. Is it a joke? Is it a comedy show? Or is it a responsible leader of opposition speaking? That he has chosen not to go to Ayodhya and Ram Mandir is a point which we can keep aside. His will, it's a free country. But to make fun of this, it can hurt the sentiments of crores of Hindus in India. What do you think about that, sir?
Okay, please give me 10 seconds time. The basic point is that when you are, as an opposition leader, have got 100% right to criticize the policy of the government. And it's the absolute stupidity of the Modi government and his advisor to keep the name of a policy in the name of Bhagwan Ram. That's the first stupidity. When we end our 31st December 2025, Navika, every calendar in our house which has got a goddesses or god's photo, we remove it and sideline it with very respect so that the god and the goddesses are not insulted in some way.
Where did the respect go now? Are you going to decide the names of the schemes that this government keeps? All your schemes were Nehru, Rajiv Gandhi, Indira Gandhi. You will decide also what names Modi government will keep. Anand Ranganathan, is that even a justification? Is that even an argument today? And I want to ask you, Anand Ranganathan, what do you think of Rahul Gandhi making fun of the name of the scheme which is in the name of Lord Ram? I want to ask you, as a Hindu, what does it make you feel?
Out here.
And Navika, there are two things. One thing, when you constantly keep on denigrating BJP, please remember that BJP has continued to keep the name of our most prominent international airport on a dictator who proclaimed the emergency. That is how large-hearted BJP is, much to my consternation. Every time I land at Indira Gandhi International Airport, I believe that crimes can be airbrushed.
Mr. Know it all.
Now, look at this. Why is
Chaudhary, please do not interrupt every minute. Please, this is not the debate dharma. Lowering your fader, Anand, make your point. I'm short of time. Let's not waste time.
Yeah, maybe Kamruji's parents benefited during emergency. That's why he's for emergency. But let me come to this. Do you think Rahul Gandhi does not know that the new scheme, which is a variant of Manrega, is based on Ram Ji? He's deliberately enacted this thing. Absolutely deliberately, to get the audience's response so it be mocked. Now, was that necessary? I don't think it was necessary. The fact of the matter is that this new scheme is better than Manrega. It gives.
But that's not the point. Mocking the name of the scheme and pretending to be secular. And is this not what is afflicting the politics of this country, Atikur Rahman? I want to ask you. Yes, we all stand for a secular India. Yes, we all stand for the rights of every community and everybody to practice their own faith. But there is no outrage when somebody proclaims that there should be an Islamic republic. But there is so much of outrage when somebody says that there be a Hindu Rashtra, 80% of the population is Hindu. Hindu, let's do a Hindu Rashtra. Suddenly everybody is up in arms. If Sanatan Dharma is called names like dengue, malaria, HIV, and it should be eradicated, not a whimper, not one whimper comes from anywhere. Nobody thinks going to a temple like the Ram Mandir is actually, also respecting the faith of a large population in this country. I just want to ask you, are Hindus there to be mocked? Are they just, is this country counting secularism as freedom to insult the Hindu faith?
Navika ji, who are these people who are mocking each other? You name one common person from India, one common citizen of India who echoes what our political class does with the name of religion from either side. From past few months, Navika ji, I have developed a habit of asking my Muslim brethren in every gathering I am going, कि भाई क्या एक इस्लामिक राष्ट्र चाहेंगे आप, एक इस्लामिक स्टेट चाहेंगे? And I can point on any this thing that none of my Muslim brethren, either of any age, from 20s, 30s, 60s, 80s, say that we need a Islamic state in India. Every Muslim I talk to is, ready to swear on the Constitution of India.
So then please comment on Rahul Gandhi and his party's alliance with the so-called Jamaat-e-Islami Hind and the friendly parties that are now getting into alliance ahead of the Kerala elections. Please, will you comment on this association?
10 seconds. 10 seconds, Navika.
Navika ji, that's why I said these political exigencies are dear to them. In the past, in the last election in Maharashtra, Fadnavis had condemned the alliance with Owaisi's this thing. Some local people having some political exigencies went into that. That was cancelled.
That is political exigency. Localized political exigency. But when Hindus have to be condemned, lock, stock and barrel, everybody should be condemned.
First of all, why are you surprised that Rahul Gandhi is trying to mock the name of Prabhu Shri Ram? उनकी पार्टी ने तो एफिडेविट दिया था राम जी काल्पनिक है, राम मंदिर प्राण प्रतिष्ठा को नाच गाना बोला. By the way, the law is VB गारंटी फॉर रोजगार आजीविका मिशन ग्रामीण. अब उनको उसमें भी राम दिख रहा है तो हम बहुत खुश हैं. अरे विकसित भारत, अरे भाई मैं वही कह रहा हूं, मैं आपकी तरह नहीं हूं कि मुझे पता नहीं पीठों के नाम. मैंने इंटरप्ट नहीं किया, मुझे बात रखने दीजिए. अब मेरा एक सिंपल क्वेश्चन है, क्वेश्चन फॉर 20 मार्क्स to Mr. Balan and Mr. Vivek. Please listen.
No time.
No, just 5 seconds. Left says Congress is not secular and it allies with radicals like Jamaat. You support left or Congress?
We support the Congress, of course, in the
left,
center.
Left.
In the center.
Because they don't want to be left alone, because there is a safety in numbers. And they say, bhai bol to diya unhone. Politically, what the things that we do are different. Otherwise, things are different. Well, we did a survey. We did a snap poll. Rahul Gandhi skips Ram Mandir, embraces Jamaat. Clear appeasement? Yes, say 91% of the respondents. No, say 9%. Can't say 0%. People are very clear. 91% say appeasement is the only formula. Really, this secularism is the biggest farce that I've seen from the Congress party in recent time. Do you agree, ladies and gentlemen? The survey says you do. Please do write in to us and say what you really think about this very, very convenient marriage that exists only because, well, vote banks are vote banks. We leave it at that. Thank you very much for all my panelists joining me on debate number 1.